Hello, everybody. It's John Ross at the John Ross Show. We're going to be discussing something interesting today. It's about a banquet that's coming up. We're honoring people. God and Fellow Man Banquet on May 28th at Lincoln Inn in Batavia. You can see that at the bottom of the screen. We're going to be talking about that today and a few other things. It's 68 degrees outside right now, and we're also Well, that's one of the things, and you know what's coming up, Memorial Day weekend. Now, there's many things we can do on Memorial Day weekend. We can have our friends over. We can go out and go down. Oh, the BF down at the VFW in Batavia. There's that morning herring breakfast in Batavia. I think it's $15. A lot of herring. Might be a little salty, but it's good. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year, but a lot of food, eggs. It's down in Batavia in the morning. They do it during the holidays, so they'll do it again on the 4th of July. So anyway, that's happening this Memorial Day weekend. I'm just going to give you that a moment here. It's right now, and you know what that means. That's a time to set aside for those who passed away in service of our country. And it was set up during after the Civil War. It was once called Declaration Day, and it was on May 30th, and it got changed a little later here to the fourth Saturday of the month, and it was started by in 1868 by by General John A. Logan. So that's been around for a while. Then after World War II, it was brought up a little more yet to cover all wars. And and it was made a federal holiday, more uniform in 1968. And that's when we got to this Monday idea. So it's a time of national remembrance. And I didn't know about this. Just saw this from my texting here and Googling that 3 p.m. on Monday, we're supposed to have a time of minute of pause and reflection and prayer and remembering those who died. It's a very good thing. So that's Memorial Day coming up on Monday, and we know a lot. We do a lot with our family and things along that line. And then on Thursday, we're going to have our God and Fellow Man in Aurora. And well, it's not in Aurora. It's the Aurora Kiwanis Club is sponsoring. It's going to be at Lincoln Inn in Batavia, and it's $45. I'm going to get you a little more information on that. I think you'll be inspired by it. Our recipients, I'm going to just give you a little bio on them in a minute here, who are recipients of this award and been doing it many years. Um, it's $45. You can get a ticket and come and have a delicious meal there at Lincoln Inn Banquets. And our recipients are two. I have not met these people, but I'm going to read their bio, and it sounds very, very good. I'll briefly read their bio here, so bear with me, and we'll learn a little more about some people that have done service for God in our community. The first one I'm going to touch base with is Fannie Morrison. She was born in Louisiana. Fannie Morrison graduated from Southern University, the bachelor's degree in dietology, diet stuff. Morrison then attended a master's degree program in food management at the University of Iowa. And shortly afterwards, she moved to Aurora, where she worked at St. Charles Hospital, the Geneva Girls School, and the St. Charles Juvenile Detention Center before becoming a consultant for the Illinois Department of Corrections. She became the first woman supervisor in an all-male environment, stepping up to the challenge by revamping operations and helping making facilities healthier and safer for everyone within them. Her volunteer efforts have touched countless lives. She has read to children at the Nancy Hill School, served lunches, served meals at Wayside Cross Ministry and Hesed House, and taught Bible classes at the Fox Valley Adult Transition Center. For more than 30 years, she has volunteered at Mutual Ground in many capacities, and especially known for Miss Fanny's Yard Sale, which raises more than $3,000 annually, and that's real good for the shelter. At the age of 87, she continues to serve unconditionally. As many who know her will say, everything that she does is a service to God. And so many are deeply grateful for her compassion and dedication and example. Now I'm going to go through another individual that we're honoring that evening. It's the Reverend Charles Rockenbacher, and of Marmion Academy, who has devoted more than 60 years to the monastic life, faithfully serving the youth of Marmion Academy and parishes of Fox Valley. For 4 decades, Rockenbacher has been instrumental in the advancement of Marmion's Academy of facilities, the growth of a student body, and the strengthening of alumni relationships. He currently serves as the Director of Development for the campus sports complex, Abbey Church, and the Mission Church in Guatemala. In his role as this Catholic leader has excelled in helping individuals leave legacies that reflect the deepest values, faith, family, and service to the community. Through his generosity, leadership, and dedication, his efforts have touched thousands of lives. The Kiwanis chairperson, Kim Groom, shares what some others have commented on him. Outside of Marmion, both youth and old witness his deep spirituality and the quiet humility of a man who brings joy, hope, and comfort during the times of celebration and times of hardship. Father Charles is a true testament to someone who lives the golden rule each and every day. So now, some of you may ask what this God and Fellow Man Award is about. I forgot to. It's been done for many years by the Kiwanis Club of Aurora, and we have a listing on the Kiwanis website of those who have received this award. The God and Fellow Man Award is the most prestigious in Kiwanis, honoring those who, 1, encourage daily living of the Golden Rule in all relationships, serve as a role model for their community, help and improve the lives of children through dedicated projects and initiatives, and demonstrate tremendous leadership in making a lasting positive impact. So that's just a summary of the God and Fellow Man Award criteria. The award committee notes, we are honored to celebrate both Fanny Morrison and the Reverend Charles Rockenbacher for their commitment and service to God and their fellow man. So that's on Thursday night. Get your reservations in, spread the word. It's $45. It might be a discount for more tickets. I'm not 100% sure on that. Get your email in and get your reservation, and you can communicate more on that evening or before about extra tickets. But one ticket is $45. So that's what's happening in Aurora. Aurora Kiwanis are sponsoring the God and Fellow Man Award Dinner this Thursday 5:30 early time for social, and 6 o'clock dinner. So that's what's happening on that front. And we're really proud to do that. I'm with the Kiwanis group, and we're really proud to do that type of thing for the community. Two other things. We did have the results, I think I told you the other day, on the baby falcon naming. We had the winner, which I was supporting, Vern, from friend Vernon Lavia, that came through. Then we had 3 more. Let me see what we had. We had Aurora, Sky, and Hope. Aurora, Sky, and Hope. So I got 1 more out of the 4. So I got 2 out of the 4 when I voted initially. Or this last vote. So anyway, that's what happened. Well, that's what, yeah, the last, I think I got 3 out of the 4 of the last voting. So that's what's happening on that front. Now we got one other thing we're going to bring up, which we want to bring up all the time, keep ourselves engaged, as they say. Oh, I gotta get this down. I don't know how that got up. Keep ourselves engaged. We're going to talk about the gas prices now in a moment. Looks like we had a little reduction, it looks like, on our gas prices. See, how was it on national, I think? Well, locally, they went down a few cents. I know that in Keene and the rest. It's still high. Let's see what we got here. We'll bring this up right now. Okay, we have Cook right now at just a little. They're Keene and Cook are a little over $5. $5.12.6 is what Cook is. Keene, this is the average today. 5.086. So it's a little less, 4 cents about. 4 cents. And the state dropped a little too, 4.966. So now it's under $5 average in the state. And the national average went down about 2.5 cents, I'd say. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So it's 4.53.2. So it's a little over 4.50, the national average for gasoline in the country. So I know a lot of analysts and the rest would say the only way to get these gas prices down is open the Strait of Hormuz. That means then the war idea, and it's about the only way to get it down. And I mean, there's other tinkering we can do. I brought up some of that. Maybe change the speed limits. That was done in the 70s. Put our speed limits back to 55. That will save some money though, and it will be more efficient for the car. But I guess I don't know. Maybe we maybe won't need it that long. Maybe it'll drop. I think the other thing is we'll be more thinking about electric here, and I think that's a good thing personally. So that's that. So anyway, remember the banquet. Now we're going to get back to the banquet here, and that's coming up, like I said, this week. So get your reservation in. We'd love to see you there. And let me see what else I had here. Oh, let me get that up 1 second. I'm going to get the reservation up again where you can send in on that. Email on that. So let's get our emails in, and we're going to wrap this up here in a second here. $45 for an individual ticket, and email aurorakiwanis@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening with me. We'll see you then on Monday, Lord willing. Well, we might have a replay on Monday. We're working on some guests. I think we're going to have some guests in the next few days here. I think we're going to be talking about AI and other things and scams and we got a few topics we're working on. We'll see what happens here. So anyway, we'll see you next week. Have a great Memorial Day weekend with your family. God bless everybody and thank you for those who sacrificed for our country. So God bless. We'll see you then next week. So bye bye now, as they say, and we'll see you next week.